This is that Mantis X10 system. Something that I use from time to time, but I haven't given you guys any type of showcase or letting you guys know what this thing does for a guy like me, a guy like you, a person like you. Let me not say a guy. A person like us, man, who is out here trying to get better when it comes to training with a purpose. Let's get it.
Content of this video is for educational and informational purposes only.
This thing comes in a small little case like this, and there's not too many things in here. It's really just this thing doing all the magic right here. Let's give y'all a good view. This thing doing all the magic, and then just your owner's manuals and things like that. YouTube, again, come on now, bro. Come on. Do the Warriors justice, man. Let us watch this video in peace. This is about safety. Nothing in this video is going to be against any of the policies. So when you see this thing next time, it'll be just like magic. Or it's PT111. It's the G2, the Millennium. Everybody else just knows it as a G2. We have our Mantis X10 on here. And again, this is for safety. This is so you don't have to, risk things, risk issues in your home or just in your training facility. No ammo at all included in this or even needed with this system. We do have a dummy round here. This is a practice dummy round. I got one in this magazine and we'll go ahead and load it in. There we go. That's why I like this platform right here. And we know this is clear and empty. And we like this. I just have my finger on the trigger. But look, I'll show it this way. We like this because of that double strike capability. The ability to keep pressing this trigger. This makes this particular platform like the best one for this, at least in my opinion. Unless you have a nice little single double or something like that. But this it ain't good for much else, but it's definitely good for your Mantis Dryfire training. Beautiful platform right here. Let's get this started, man. I'm just gonna run through a few of the things that's on this platform, and it's gonna pop up on the screen too as well. It's gonna show up on the screen. You're gonna see exactly what I'm looking at in real live time. Let's go. We have that holster draw analysis. We got the recoil meter around the corner. That's the daily challenge. They usually do little daily challenges and things like that. We got the open training, the shot timer, the par timer, Mantis benchmark. We got 20-second benchmark, time benchmark, endurance, compress, surprise break, and a whole bunch of other things on here, man, as you can see, that you can work on. We're not going to go through every single one of them, but it's endless capabilities with this platform without using any ammo and being completely safe. When you click on, we ain't using a holster, but let's click on holster analysis. You immediately see a warning, man, that tells you to make sure that that magazine is empty and clear for the YouTube people and just for anybody, man, just for safety of your family and your home and everything like that. Go ahead and confirm that or not. We're not going to confirm it because we're not running a holster right now. I can run this on any of my platforms, but as I said to you before, that double strike capability is actually the best thing to use. So, as I've told you guys before, man, dry firing is very important, especially when you're leaving the house every day. You want to make sure that what you are wearing, you're able to clear those garments, man. And it should be easy, but when you're switching platforms, those grip angles are different, and just how that thing may sit on you depending on what type of holster you have. I'm always carrying an appendix, but it could feel different at times depending on what you have on, man. So I'll link some videos right up here that'll let you guys see some quick little dry firing that I've done and little things that you can follow, little tips, hints, and tricks. This is literally like the last step within that, or one of the last steps, man. Keep your eyes open for future videos. But I guess we'll do some open training real fast just to show you guys what this thing actually looks like in app. We're gonna set up this target right here, and we're just gonna be aiming for that A zone and see what we can really do, see what we can pull off with doing this stuff right here. So again, you'll see on screen right now, we're gonna go ahead and go to open training real quick. It's gonna calibrate. It's gonna tell me to set this Mantis down on a steel surface, So let me go ahead and do that real fast and get this thing calibrated real quick. And it's just running and moving up by itself, as you can see. Everything is crazy on this app, man. This is accurate. I think they even told us that the military and things like that use this particular platform to train their officers on how to shoot pistols adequately. Because I don't know about y'all, man. I run into a lot of people that's in the military where I'm at right now, and a lot of them suck with pistols. Man, pretty good. I got some, probably have some male people in my comments, but a lot of y'all need a little bit more help on the pistol training. I'm not an expert, but I feel like I've outshot every person in the military that I've come across, except for in rifle. Like we might go neck and neck, or they might go past me a little bit. But when it comes to pistols, it seems like they got no real adequate training with that type of platform, man. So again, that light is on to let you know this platform is on. Matter of fact, let's do this stuff right. We got an empty mag, and you know we got that dummy round in here. We got a loaded chamber indicator, but that's with a dummy. I picked this platform because of that double strike capability, right? So let's go ahead and click start on this Mantis. The instructions is shoot any number of shots at any pace, review your score, and trace view. I can't read, man. Don't do me. This drill is not timed. So ready position at a beep. Passing scores of 30. Let's see what we can pull off. Let's go ahead and cap that at 10 real fast, man, and take a look. That score for that 10, as you can see, is a 98.3. Now, it's going to also give me some information on what I may have been doing wrong. Granted, nothing beats the live fire, but this will give you some tips and hints on how you may be gripping, your limp wristing, your trigger press. Like I told y'all in them videos, it ain't no such thing as trigger pull unless you're a fool. You dig what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and show you this analysis, and we'll see what they got to say about your boy. But as you can see on this little target thing, they showing like my trigger pull, basically any movement or anything like that. I got an average, like I think that's degrees, which is a negative 3.3. The cant is a 3.8, and I'm left eye dominant, right? So I tend to put the platform over above my left eye, as I'm supposed to do as a cross-eye dominant shooter. So I can deal with some cant. Can't really ain't anything to me. That's the 10th shot. We got our, and it switched too. So let's check this out. Our first shot was a negative 2.3 cant. The average is kind of, it's the whole thing. So a 2.3 cant, a 2.7 cant on 2, and so on and so forth. You see that? How I gradually kind of pace between, let's say, 2.3 and 2.8, I would say. And then on this level, on this chart level, trigger press movement tended to kind of stay the same. The whole movement was pretty good, except for on my third shot where it seemed like it dipped up top on those numbers, but it kind of seemed like I kind of tweaked a little bit. Maybe a little bit of fishing went going on or something like that. And now this will give me a little bit of information on what I might need to work on in order to, tighten up these shots, make them more adequate. And as I said, it gives you the information on pushing forward and ways to correct that. We're not going to read all of that. It also said, let's take a look at breaking wrist. It's telling me that I'm breaking my wrist downwards. And what else? I'm also dropping my head, maybe. Let's click this. It says tightening fingers too. I got to relax my grip just a little bit in my shooting hand, like I've already told y'all. See, these are things that I know that I feel like I've knocked out, but obviously none of us are perfect, and we always got to figure out ways to get that stuff as tight as possible. Not the grip, but I'm saying like all your actions, the combination of these different actions that lead up to a great shot, is all these different things that they're asking me to work on, which will give you some insight for the range and just in your dry fire techniques so that you can sharpen up your skills at all times. We also got too much trigger finger. So it's like I got too much of this in there, and I could feel that on this. I'm used to shooting bigger platforms. This is a little bit like compact, G19-ish, or maybe just a little bit smaller than that. So I can feel what they saying on that. I got no hatred. And then they telling me that I'm thumbing. You see exactly what that means as well. So let's see if we can get another string of 10 and clean that up. It wasn't a bad score. A 92 is not bad in my book. And, when I show you these groups and things like that, I was actually lower than that before on these groups. So I can say that I'm cleaning up my mess here. And as long as I can remember exactly what I need to do and not just turn into somebody who I said I don't want y'all to be, which is somebody who is pulling triggers, I think that it'll make everything that I'm doing out on the range a lot more proficient and useful. It's giving me a lot of the tips that I recommended y'all and showing me ways that I may be overlooking them same tips, trying to get that gun to fire faster. Let's move. If y'all want to join a group with me, man, let me know down in the comments, man. We can get a group going. You can start big groups. I'm going to show you that. I know I keep talking about it. Just wait. Just wait. I'm going to show you. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this timer and see what we can do. Pull off 6 shots. They gave me my 6 right there. And as you can see, I got a 90. It was in 7 seconds. 90 ain't bad. I hit a little benchmark, I guess. And I can go ahead and see all that same information that I seen in that first drill, in the same drill right here. And I kind of like this one better than that one, man. It kind of give me a little bit of something to do. Obviously, it's a shot timer, but it's not putting you under pressure. It's just calculating those 6 shots. And I was able to do those in 7 seconds, which in theory sucks. But for demonstration purposes and making sure that I'm actually doing what I need to do and not just pinging off shots, in dry fire or in live fire, man, you can get yourself misconstrued. But let's go ahead and see how this stuff looks. So the average was a 90, right? And we're going to click. It's probably going to say the same thing. I'm still pushing forward. We got the tighten in the fingers. We don't got the thumbing no more. I'm fixing some of these issues and replacing them with others, as you can see. A little too little trigger finger. Before it was a little too much. So like I said, you need to find your happy medium so that you can press and not pull. But again, with dry fire, you only can do so much with this because even though this has second strike capabilities, it's not going into that that follow-up shot trigger. You know what I'm trying to say. It's starting way back over. So inherently, you have to press it the same way every time, which is not as adequate or as accurate as it would be when you are out on the range and you have that low reset on that trigger. They also hit me with breaking wrist. I feel like I didn't do too much of that, but we can see exactly what was what here in a second. All right, again, it gives me my trigger press movement and my hold movement. I think that my hold movement was pretty good. Trigger press movement was terrible on the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th shot. I feel like it was terrible, and everything else, it was pretty steady. I had a couple of fluctuations on the 2nd and the 6th shot, but everything else was kind of steady how I would want it. If you can see at the top, I do have that dip again. I think that is in anticipation of the program. And let's not give myself any excuses because I'm not considering myself any expert at shooting or any expert at this Dryfire Mantis program. But what I can tell you with these takeaways that I'm getting from this platform, it is letting me know that when you're doing normal dry fire and you're just pressing on through your shots and things like that, there's a lot of mistakes that are being made and that can be made from anybody because you are just going through the motions versus being thoughtful about the motions. Let that sink in. Hey, drop a comment down at the bottom if you feel like a Mantis X10 would actually help you with your everyday carry and on the range. If something happened, if a situation came up, if it would help you be accountable for them shots. If you already got that Mantis X10, like I told you before, let me know down in the comments so that we can get a group going, brother. I'm down. I ain't got no shame in showing my scores and numbers. All right, as you can see here, it's a couple groups you can join. I got that John with 2.0. I'm in a group that's showing me. It's showing, I guess, the people that I'm following. And I'm at an 81. I got somebody in that I'm following that's an 89. We also have Glock shooters platform right here. And you can join any of these, bro. Look at all of these. This is so many sessions in this group right here. This is a group. And the average score is a 90 in this group, which is pretty good. They got the OG support group. That really ain't got nobody that's active in there. I'm in there right now, but nobody ain't active in that group. Let's move on. Springfield shooters, the average average score is an 88, and I feel like it's less than that because it's just different styles of Springfield. It's not saying 2011 or anything like that. So you got your striker fire guys, and you're gonna have your single action guys in there as well. The single action, in my opinion, is always gonna get the better trigger pull, but those follow-up shots are gonna be ass because there's no way for you to not mess up the system and get a second and third and fourth and fifth shot off, if you get what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and talk about it. YouTube, we all clear. We done took everything, the magazine up out of this platform. We were running dummies. And let's go ahead and drop that, put that back in, put that safety on, put this platform down. I feel like the Mantis system is an excellent resource. Even if you don't shoot the particular platform like a Glock or have something with striker fire capability, you can find some type of drill to run, some type of benchmark, or use it in live fire to get the information that you need to tighten up. Where I feel like this system lacks at is for people like me who run those other platforms, usually that don't have that double strike capability, as I just said. I had one exception, so I was able to do most of the drills. Another thing I can say is I wish they had a network, and maybe they do got a network for you to be able to connect with other people that you don't know who are running the Mantis, because I had a hard time finding the groups that I found, to be honest. I had to look it up. And it should be a place for all the community to come and join and figure out what small niche groups they want to get in. I don't see any downside to getting some different type of training in so that you can be able to be adequate at what you want to do. Dry fire every day, warriors. You don't got to use this Mantis. I'm not pulling this out my cheeks to tell you what you have to do. But what I would love for you guys to do is make sure that you put it in some type of training every day. Just something. Give me 11 minutes, y'all. Show me some love, man. I did about 3 different videos that didn't get much views, in my opinion, because a lot of people don't consider dry firing as a necessity when it comes to concealed carry. A lot of people just walk out their house, and because the percentage is so low that you're gonna get into a situation that may need you to react a certain way, they don't take that time to train. It's just like putting on your seatbelt too late. Why wait? Why not understand the mechanics and the mechanisms that you need to be equipped? Hey, warriors, it's John with 2.0. I'm out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's join a group. Comment me your names if you're on X10. Let's join a group. Oh yeah, and thank y'all in advance, man, for dropping a like. I love that y'all dropped a like and that y'all shared this video. Very appreciative. Hold the door open for the next, man. It's John Wick 2.0 Warriors. I am outie.
I'm